A little bit of
I think this has been the year with the best give and take that we've ever had. We've seen some tremendous days and plays defensively, guys making great plays on the ball. You see them, and then you see some guys come back offensively, and Boomer's catching that big corner route. Marcus is winning. We hit a couple good runs, so it's been the way it should be with very, very good give and take.
Saw a lot of play action out there today, Coach. Has that been one of your focuses?
Has to be.
Has to be.
You know, first focus is running, and then using the run and faking it and getting the defense out of position and throwing the ball. That's exactly.
Saw a lot of plays to Agnew and Ward today. Who do you think stood out the most to you?
I'll let you decide that. I'm not ready to talk about it, and I probably won't talk about it till we get into camp quite a bit. You know, we want to let this thing kind of play out and go, and I think the reason that's important is they all bring something. You know, Storm has had some terrific moments. So has Malcolm. So has Teron. So has Jordan Jenkins.
Jenkins is having a good game out there today too.
Yeah, he does a lot of things. One of the, you know, he's in the top 2 most versatile players we have in the backfield. So it's an interesting dilemma, but I think out of it we'll have good runners, and we'll have all those guys are football players. They all play on special teams. I'm very proud of that because, you know, that they can all find their way on the field one way or the other.
By the time you get to fall, though, do you want to have it narrowed down to one guy, first and second down at least, getting the carry?
Well, we'll have a good idea, but we're just going to play early on in camp, and we'll define it more for everybody as we get into probably the second week. It'll be clear.
What are we going to expect Saturday? How many plays?
I hope we can get 50 live plays of football. You know, and then you'll see, besides that, mixed in a lot of special teams. That will be a focus for us. You know, we will mix special teams in because I've got to give our linemen a break. You know, they'll go for 10 plays maybe, and then we'll get them out, take a break, do a couple special teams, bring them back in, get 10 more plays, and if we can do that all day, we'll do it, but I don't think it'll last all day.
Is there something different about doing it in front of fans?
Yes, I told our team that today. You know, regardless of the fact that we're not playing an opponent, it has an atmosphere of football. It has an atmosphere of more like a game because of more people in the stands. And you know, some guys lose their minds just because there's more people watching. So it's good for them to have to deal with that and then perform and get the assignment right, make some plays. It's an interesting phenomena. You wouldn't think that that would be a factor, but it is. And you know, our 2 punters, I think they've had a terrific spring, but how will they react in front of a few people and making it look like a game situation, and how will they do? So
maybe the first time for fans to really see Storm Woods a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I think you guys probably know more than a lot of folks do about what storms look like during this spring, and so it'll be fun. It'll be a good football day, and you know, a big deal's been made of it, but frankly, it won't look a lot different than our spring games of the past, which haven't been much of games to me. The guy everybody gets to play, that's the neat thing about it.
Do you have faith in your running backs for the pass game right now?
Yes, some more than others. You know, I think that there are guys that are gifted receivers that are, you know, also good runners and may be more inclined toward third down, but may be also able to win the every down job too. So we've been fortunate in the past with people like Kenny Simonton and Steven and Quiz and Evans and Bernard. They were the best runners, but they were also the best receivers. And with this thing, there are guys here capable of being that guy, but you know, they have a ways to go to prove it.
Do you think the focus should be more on the skill of the running backs or the skill of the O-line when it comes to the run game? Because you notice that, you know, when you've got a kind of a lack of depth in the O-line, that might affect your run game a lot. So.
You know, that, as a matter of fact, really for us now, that is the issue. We think our runners are talented enough to play and to run the ball effectively and to be good running the ball. We think that is the truth. And we know that the development of the line will be the key to the next step.
Have you considered taking any of the players off the D-line and putting them on O-line at this point? Or?
You know, that's funny because I have looked over the roster for many reasons, the possibility of changing players, and I think if there was a good possibility and we had enough depth at a certain spot, I would look into doing that. But right now there's such a vast difference right now between, what an offensive lineman is and what like a defensive end is. There's probably 50 pounds. And so it's not as easy a move as you would once think that it was. So no, we're probably not going to do that. But we have 7 coming in, so, and there will be more than the couple that are already being talked about that will compete to play.
Is there some level of disappointment